Hello everyone, welcome to PRV solution. So today we will study another important topic which is known as vector voltmeter. Vector voltmeter we will find in our electricity or electrical labs, which is used for the measurement of voltage of different inputs and the phase difference between the two inputs. So let us discuss it. So vector voltmeter. Introduction. Vector voltmeter is a type of electrical test equipment. So it is a electrical test equipment. It indicates both. It is used for measurement of both voltage as well as difference in phase between the two input signals. It is specialized voltmeter that is able to measure vector properties. So it can measure vector properties of the voltages. A vector voltmeter is a part of wide range of test equipment. Vector voltmeter is a test equipment and it is a part of the vector meters. Vector meters are usually found in electrical design laboratories and special monitoring panels. Vector and scalars are two common representation of real world quantities of the various entities. So we know that you also studied it in your math that real world quantities can be scalar or vectors. The scalar quantity or the scalar unit has no direction or the direction is implied, while scalar quantities have only magnitude. Vector quantities have both the magnitude and directions. So vector is a quantity which have both the magnitude as well as the direction. Vector cancellation. What is meaning of vector cancellation? So when the voltage of a 1.5 volt battery is measured with a voltmeter, the result is read as positive 1.5 volt. So suppose we will connect these two battery sources in series, then vector voltmeter will read it as positive 3 volt. We are connecting it in same polarity, but if one battery in series connection has been reversed, the reading becomes 0 volt. This is known as vector cancellation. Block diagram of vector voltmeter is shown in the figure. So basically it is somewhat complex, but for simplification we will divide this overall block diagram into 4 steps. So firstly we will see that these are the input A and B which we want to measure, and this is DC voltmeter where it will display these value of these inputs, and this is our phase meter which indicates the phase difference between these two inputs. So this is the overall block diagram, but we divide it into 4 parts for simplification or working purpose. In first part, high frequency signal RF signal of frequency 1 megahertz to 1 gigahertz is converted into IF frequency, that is IF means intermediate frequency of 20 kilohertz by applying sampling pulse. So this is our RF signal which we convert it into IF frequency of 20 kilohertz tuned amplifier by using 20 kilohertz tuned amplifier. Because why we convert this in high frequency into low frequency? At lower frequency voltage and phase can be measured, because at high frequency we are not able to measure voltage and phase. At high frequency we generally measure power. So this is the circuit for conversion of RF to IF frequency. Automatic phase control. Second portion of this block diagram is automatic phase control. It ensures that the phase of IF signal must be same as RF signal, means phase of this RF signal and this IF signal which we have converted here must be same. So, how this phase will be maintained? Through this circuit. This circuit is used for maintaining the phase. So, here automatic phase control is used for generating a sampling pulse to sample RF signal through VCO to maintain phases. So, these are our two signals whose phase is to be maintained. So, these sampled signals must have same phase as of RF signal. So, this is the automatic phase control circuit which provides a sampling pulse to the sampling circuit through the VCO to maintain that phase. So, this is our sampling pulse generator which provides sampling pulse for sampling this RF signal, and this sampling pulse is generated according to this automatic phase control circuit. So, by using this sampling pulse we have the phase of RF signal and the IF signals are same for both the inputs. Third section is our voltmeter section, which is used for measurement of the voltage. As we have already converted our RF signal or high frequency signal into low frequency signal which has same phase as of the RF signal. So, IF signals from tuned sections are given to attenuator and amplifier of voltmeter section. This is attenuator and amplifier of the voltmeter section. So, basically it consists of some filters and some rectifiers so as to voltmeter reads DC voltage, and this input can be either switched or connected to A or switched to B, means both the signals can be measured with this DC voltmeter. And the last section is our phase meter section. It is also an important section because it is used for phase measurement. So, let us see its block. This is our IF frequency of signal A and of signal B. So, it will basically firstly pass through some amplifiers and limiter circuits. A signal is passed through 60° phase shifter, while B signal is passed through minus 120° phase shifter. So, we will study its working later. Next, these output of these phase shifter are used to trigger the amplifier or apply to the trigger amplifier. So, this trigger amplifier provides a triggering pulse to the bistable multivibrator. Bistable multivibrator is used for producing square wave. So, square wave is present here, and this square wave is the input of the current switch, which is nothing but only a transistor is used as a current switch here. Constant current source is connected to the current switch. Then this is our phase meter, which directly reads the phase of the or tells us the phase of the phase difference between these two inputs A and B. Let us study the working or blocks of phase meter section. First is amplifiers. Amplifiers are used to provide square signals because they amplify. If you are giving here 2 volt signal, then it will produce 4 volt, means square of the input. Signals are fed to 60 and minus 120° phase shifts, 60 and minus 120° phase shift. Triggers amplifier are used to provide spike or impulse for bistable multivibrator as set and reset. So, these trigger amplifiers are used for providing the spikes to the or input to the bistable multivibrator for set and reset inputs as set and reset inputs. Bistable multivibrator provides square wave and current switch is a transistor. So, suppose we have two inputs, RF input A, RF input B, which we already converted into IF input A and IF input B. So, first signal is shifted to 60 degree in advance, while second signal is shifted to minus 120 degree. Why they are shifted to 60 degree and minus 120 degree? So that these two signals have 180 degree phase difference between them. Why we need 180 degree phase difference between them? Because when A is 1, when A have maximum value, B have minimum value, means A is 1, then B have 0. Similarly, for other repeating waveforms, we have 0 here, 1 here, 1 here, 0 here, 0 here, 1 here. So, in this way, this will provide us a square wave or symmetrical wave. So, this symmetrical wave will fed to the transistor. Let us explain its working. If signal A is shifted to 60 degree and IF signal B is shifted to minus 120 degree, so that total phase shift between them is 180 degree. It means when signal A value is 1, then the value of signal B is 0. That is, one is set and another is reset inputs to the bistable multivibrator. Multivibrator provides symmetrical wave according to these signals, that is 1 and 0. When both signals have 0 phase shift, as they are shifted now to 180 degree. So, they will provide symmetrical wave. Multi-stable vibrator will provide these symmetrical waveform. Output of bistable multivibrator switches on and off current switch. So, this bistable multivibrator switches this current and switches this current switch on and off according to set and reset inputs. Constant current source connects to phase meter according to on and off states. This constant current circuit is connected to phase meter according to on and off status of the current switch, which is indirectly depends upon the output of the bistable multivibrator, which is a symmetrical square wave. So, phase meter is designed such that it measures 0 phase shift for symmetrical wave. So, phase meter is designed in such a way that it provides 0 phase if we have a symmetrical wave, but for unsymmetrical wave, current switch goes on and off for unequal times, because this duration will not same then. T on may be high, T off may be low, or T on may be low value, T off may be of high value. So, switch goes on and off for unequal times, and phase meter measures now phase shift for asymmetrical wave, or it will directly gives you the phase shift between the two input signals. So, basically this is the working of the vector voltmeter, which is used to measure the two input signals simultaneously and the phase difference between the two signals. Thanks for watching.